1. Early Days. The orphan boy did not die, and Mr. Bumble gave him a name. Mr. Bumble was the parish beadle. He gave all the orphans names when they arrived in the workhouse. He named them using the letters of the alphabet. T was the next letter, so Mr. Bumble named the child Twist. Oliver Twist. Oliver was now 11 years old. He was a pale, thin child. All the workhouse children were thin and ill. They were always hungry. The boys were fed 3 times a day, but all they got to eat was a small bowl of gruel. 3 small bowls of gruel were not enough. The hungry boys were desperate. They had a meeting and made a decision. One of them must ask for more food. The boys chose Oliver Twist. Evening came. The boys stood in a line in the long stone hall. They waited for their bowls of gruel. They ate very quickly. In a moment, every bowl was empty. All the boys looked at Oliver. Oliver was very afraid, but he was also very hungry. Carrying his bowl, he walked up to the master of the workhouse. Oliver looked up at the man and spoke. "Please, sir, I want some more," he whispered.
"What did you say?"
the master said in surprise.
"Please, sir, I want some more,"
Oliver repeated. The master gave a great shriek. He took hold of Oliver by the collar of his thin shirt.
"Get the beadle! Bring Mr. Bumble here!"
the master shouted in anger. In a few minutes, Mr. Bumble hurried in. He was a bad-tempered, big, fat man. He wore a big hat and carried a long, thin stick.
"Well, what's the matter?"
Mr. Bumble asked angrily.
"Oliver Twist has asked for more," the master cried. "Asked for more?" Mr. Bumble repeated. He glared at Oliver. "He's asking us for more? This boy is bad, very bad. One day he'll be hanged. Give him to me."
Then Mr. Bumble took hold of Oliver. He beat the poor child with his stick. When the beadle was tired, he threw Oliver onto the ground.
"Lock the boy in a dark room," he shouted. "Then he must leave the workhouse. He can't stay here. He will be sold as an apprentice."
The next day, a notice was put up outside the workhouse. "Parish boy for sale. £5 will be paid to anyone who will take a parish boy as an apprentice." Oliver sat in the dark room in the cellar. He was cold, hungry and afraid.
"If I stay here, I'll die," he thought. "But a new master may kill me. I'll run away."
The night was cold and dark. Oliver climbed carefully out of a small window. He hurried along the quiet streets. There was a large stone outside the town. On it was written, "London 70 miles."
"Mr. Bumble won't find me in London,"
Oliver said to himself.
"I'll get work there, I'm sure."
So Oliver started to walk. He walked for 7 days. Sometimes he begged for food. Most of the time he was hungry. At last, Oliver reached Barnet, a town near London. But he was too hungry and exhausted to go on. He sat down by the side of the road. A strange-looking boy was standing on the other side of the road. The boy had a small nose that turned up at the end and a very dirty face. He wore a man's coat which was far too big for him. His old hat was on the back of his head. The boy stood there with his hands in his pockets. He stared at Oliver with his sharp little eyes. At last he walked over to Oliver and spoke. "Hello! What's the matter with you?" the strange boy asked. Oliver began to cry.
I'm very tired and I'm very hungry, he said.
Hungry? The boy repeated. I'll buy you some food. Come with me. A few minutes later, Oliver was eating bread and meat.